Welcome to the Agents of the Unexplained podcast. From a haunted abandoned asylum to Sasquatch lurking in the dark woods and watching you, and all things unexplained, here are the stories from outside our realm. With your host, Bill Rigby.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a Saturday. I know my normal podcasts are always on Wednesdays, but I was in the hospital. So Bill says, you're going to be in there. We're not doing a live type. You're going to rest. You're going to get better. We need you healthy. Or she was going to kick my ass. So I said, okay. But no, let me bring her in. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Gary. Hey, Dave. And here she is, the great Cybele.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Johnny.
I must admit that what you've been doing is great with your business, but we'll get into that after a bit.
Thank you.
When I'm very thankful you and me are friends. I really am.
As am I.
You've always been straight up and very good to me, and I appreciate that more than anything. And and she will be a vendor at my conference. She was there last year. She'll have the tables up front again. You got to visit the stuff. But we'll get into that. But I want to get into is your spirit.
Amelia.
I don't mean your school spirit. I mean your spirit.
I know.
So let's hear about her.
Amelia is between 16 and 20 years old. She does not have a lot of patience. She contacted us before we bought this house in 14. She was trying to get our attention to buy the house, so we ended up buying that.
Oh, froze up again, Cybele. All right, she's freezing.
Oh,
you froze up for a second.
Oh, okay. She affected me like I lost my voice and all I did was cough, and we couldn't figure it out. I went to doctors, and they thought it was cancer, and it turned out not to be. My husband went to an event at in Bel Air, Ohio, at the Bel Air House, which is owned by Kristen Lee, one of our friends. And a demonologist by the name of Kat Lang went up to him and said, "You've got a spirit in your house. Her name is Amelia. She needs to be crossed over. And she's the reason, basically, that's affecting your wife. So cross her over and things should calm down." When my husband got home that Monday, he went to the courthouse, researched the house. It turned out in 1865, the property was 140 acres. And this girl, Amelia, was a slave here. The wife died. The wife that she was taking care of died in childbirth. And the husband blamed Amelia and was furious and wanted to make an example of her to all the other slaves, and he brutally hung her and killed her. He left her in my back tree for 7 days so people understood what would happen. He wasn't taking any crap.
Now, wait a minute. Let me give the people a general location of where this at. This is right like 2.5 miles from my house to where Cybele was at,
Yes.
and in the town of Hermitage, which
Yes.
was not Hermitage back then. And there was a lot of land, open land per se, not a lot of houses back then. I know that area very, very well. A lot of these houses are from the mid 60s, 70s up in there. So, yeah, she got one of the older houses up there.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, that same week that my husband did the research, I thought I crossed Amelia over. I saged the entire yard. I saged the tree, and I talked to her, and I thought what I did worked, because a few days later, a friend that Amelia visited said it did work, and she's thanking you for crossing her over. However, if she really would have crossed over, she wouldn't still be here.
Yeah.
You know, but she was thankful I acknowledged her, and I tried to help her. So she would come to me in my dreams, and I'd wake up with the weirdest things on my mind in the morning. Like the first time was Yoruba. I didn't know what that was. I had never heard of it. I never studied it. So I Googled it, and then I bought books on it, and it was in Africa.
Yeah.
And it is a religion. So Amelia had me, I have a shop, and Amelia had me buy all these books and supplies for hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, all this stuff. And I didn't know why, but I bought it. And when it came in, I actually kept the books and I studied, because that's what she wanted me to do. It turned out she wanted revenge on the extended family that did this to her. And I said, yeah, I said, absolutely not. I can't do that. I will not do that. And I was pretty adamant about it and pretty stern with her. So she was quiet for a little while. She did go visit my good friend, Johnny Freeman, and was persistent with him, especially when we had a paranormal team investigate the house.
Right.
She was not happy with what was going on. And she said the story's wrong. The book that Ed Kellerman wrote about my house, the story, it's a lot of it mostly is true, but there were a few things that got mixed up in the investigation.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I love Ed too, and Johnny. You know, those guys are great.
Yeah.
You know, Ed scared us last year with getting sick. It's like, geez, oh man, I guess it's my time now to scare everyone. But you know, with Amelia, when you got adamant with her that you're not doing a revenge, I can understand why she wanted revenge.
Right.
You know, being hung up to die for no reason. You know, she didn't do this. Yeah, I can understand that.
Right.
All right. When's the last time you seen her?
Last time I physically saw her was in my dining room. We have a portal in the dining room from the dining room door to outside to the spare bedroom, straight through the dining room. I saw her walk in there at, I think it was like 2:33 a.m. in the morning. And at first I thought it was my husband going into the bathroom.
Right.
So I followed to make sure he was okay, and he wasn't there at all. And it was confirmed the next day by a friend that was in fact who I saw that night, because I explained what I saw, and so did she.
Ooh, Oh,
Yeah. My deceased grandmother is in my house as well, and she has been protecting Amelia because Amelia has a temper, especially when she was waiting for the book to be published. And it took a
right.
little extra time, no big deal, but my Grammy would console her and say, it's okay, it'll be done. Now I will say Amelia visited Ed one time when he was still writing the book, and he was having, like, I don't know, what do you call it, reader block or writer's
Right.
block, and he lost his voice, and at the same time she made me lose my voice again, and it was her, and because once he got past that, we both got our voices back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, she's getting upset. It's not getting done.
Right.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
That they're able to do that and got that much power left in them. And
Right. I have a portal. My house has so many portals. I have a portal in my living room from my window by my altar that travels the whole length of the house out the window on the side porch. And I close it. My daughter closes it. And Amelia keeps opening it so she can come back. Yeah.
no, they own the house, Tim. The ghost doesn't help pay rent.
Right.
It's not tell them to move out.
But Amelia has taught me, as well as my ancestors, how to make special waters, special oils, special resins, special resin incense, and powders for different reasons. And I sell them in my shop, and they work well.
Yeah. And, well, she got the old Johnny Freeman goes house spirits. He loves them.
Yep.
Yeah. We had one. My wife and I bought this house over in Majory, down over the hill from us, actually. It's a bungalow. And Beth gets up. I'm working 10 hours, but driving an hour each way to work. So I'm gone 12 hours. Get home, eat. I'm tired, watch a little bit of TV, go to bed, get up, go to work again. And 6 days a week that way, and only had Sundays off. Well, we turn around, and I'm sleeping. And she gets up and goes to the bathroom. She comes back in. She's standing by the bed, goes, "Who's that little girl playing with your hair?" Look at it. What? Now I realize what she said. I'm looking around. I went, "There's nothing here. You're dreaming stuff." She said, "No, I just went to the bathroom." I said, "You're dreaming. Just get your ass back in bed."
Yeah.
Well, a couple nights later, I'm out in the kitchen putting a barbecue grill together. Our daughter Mary was visiting us at the time. They're sitting in the living room and BSing. And corner of my eye, I noticed something. I turned and looked. There she was, right next to me, watching me. I jumped up, ran out the doorway, went in the living room, and said, "She's here." My wife said, "Who?" I went, "The little girl. She's in the kitchen with me." And because she startled me, I wasn't expecting it. And I said, "I should go to the bar, which is only right up the street from us." And she said, "You ain't going to the bar. You got a mess in the kitchen to finish," which she was right. So I go back in the kitchen and I go, "Where'd you go? It's as long as you're not doing no bad things, you're welcome to stay here. I got no problem with that. You start acting up, you're going to have to go, and we will have you removed. But other than that, you're welcome to stay. You come visit with us anytime you want." We didn't see her after that. So
Okay.
I don't know what happened to her. She could have been, still around, or she could have left because I got startled.
Right.
My wife thought it with my little daughter that passed away shortly after birth. I says, no, this girl's 7, 8 years old. I says, couldn't have been my daughter. But who knows? It might have been. I don't know. They age when after death? I don't think. I never knew them to age.
I don't know.
No. You know, that's something I wanted to find out and never did. And that's an interesting one because I don't know what happened to her.
Hmm.
And, you know, I think of her all the time. Her birthday's coming up March 2nd.
Oh.
And she's going to be 26 years old.
I'm so sorry, Bill.
Yep. My wife hates this statement, but it is what it is. You know, yeah. I wish she was here. I wish I could have seen her grow, but I didn't. You know, shortly after birth, she passed. So, but anyhow, yeah, I know she's still with me. She'll always be with me. But anyhow, now, has Amelia done any damage to your place at all?
No, but she does like to close and open doors. She likes to turn on and off the TV and the lights. She is afraid of being forgotten. She does spend a lot of time out in my shop with me. And my door from the shop to the house opens and closes all the time.
Has she been there when I've been there?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you tell me this shit? Say Amelia's here. I would start talking to her.
I had my friend from New Orleans make me. I think she's about 5 feet tall. It's called a swamp baby, but it's really like a voodoo doll. But she's 5 foot tall and the like of Amelia. You've seen it, Bill, in my shop.
Yeah.
That's for Amelia.
Yeah. I wish you would have told me she was in there.
She's always here, man.
Thanks a lot. You never. I'd be talking to her.
Talk to her.
Oh, you get mad because I ignore you and talk to her. No. But no, seriously, that's awesome. I'm glad she's there.
Yeah.
I really do. The thing is, too, I can understand how she wants to be in your shop. I got to show a few pictures.
Oh, okay.
Where are we at? Oh, okay. Yeah, like the Devil's Dozen. That's the book Amelia's in.
Yes.
You know, she sells these books there. You got Sage and all that. Then you got this here, this stuff here. Yeah. All right, that's it. I ain't showing much more till we start talking about the shop. That's why Amelia wants to be there. You got all this neat stuff in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. And whenever I come in your shop, I feel a good presence in there.
Thank you.
I really do. And, you know, I've been in other shops. All right, I'm in here. Yeah. But I got a really good feeling in yours. So.
Thank you.
You know, we'll let people know where you're at, how to contact you.
Okay.
You know, you can get a hold of her on Facebook, or you can have me hook you up with her. You got to check out her nice shop. It's not super huge, but she got so much shit. So much. Need more sage incense, Johnny's saying.
I ordered it today.
Geez, Johnny. You're a damn hardcore manager there, buddy. Love to show so. Yeah. She's been, I tell you what, not this order, but the last order, within 2 days, everything was gone. Am I right?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. And I'm going through, I'm thinking, I'm going to have to check this and try to get this, and I'll get up there this week. Gone. Well, like this, gone. I'm like, what the? Yeah. Yeah. So you do got a good clientele there. And
yeah, I have the best people, yes.
And I'm very happy for that because you deserve it.
Thank you.
Like with Kayla, she loves going to your shop.
Oh, I love Kayla.
Yeah.
Her and her husband Frank are good people.
Yeah, they are. They really are. And they speak highly of you all the time too. And
thank you.
I'm glad I hooked you guys up.
Right, me too.
But yeah, that one time she messed me. Oh, that Cybele just stopped for one thing. I walked out of there with over $100 worth of stuff. I started laughing.
Right?
I went, yeah, I know how that is. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You find this, find that. Look at those, that thing I came up just to get the globe for.
Right.
Then I had to come back up and get the whole set because and they love them. They love them.
That's awesome.
One's in the living room, one's in our room. You know.
It is a gorgeous piece.
Yes. And the people need to get up to her shop and check it out. The stuff she has is awesome. I love it. Yeah. I kind of try to stay out of there as much as possible because it costs me too much. No. No, seriously. Hey, Grace is out there. Hey. Grace Crawford. I love her and her husband. They're awesome people. You want me to throw up some more pictures of this stuff?
If you want to, Bill, it's your show.
Yeah, it's all about you.
Yep.
Now, what is this one? What's this piece?
That's amethyst.
I was going to say that, and I said, I better make sure.
That is quartz crystal.
Yep.
That is Orthoceras. It's a fossil.
This is what I got to get the extra money. I got to get a set of these.
Oh, those are
Wait a minute. People, those are not butt plugs. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to do that.
That's all right, man. That's funny.
I can't believe I went there. What are they now?
Black zebra jasper.
Yep. And then again, the journals.
Yep. All handmade.
Yep.
All the paper is all handmade. I have handmade aged parchment and handmade linen parchment.
Yeah. And again, back to the calendars and stuff.
Yep. This year's almanacs.
Yep. And what is that cauldron thing?
That cauldron is a backflow incense burner.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. And what are you selling that for?
Let me go check. It's $10.
Put it back. I just bought it.
Okay.
Sorry, folks. That's sold. Shoot. And I love this drum.
Yeah, that's a ceremonial drum.
Yep.
It's $100. It's a pretty good size one. Comes with the what do you call it? Paddle.
Yeah. And of course, we're back to the sage and stuff here, and the books. And that's just a small amount of stuff. I'm going to tell you straight out, a small amount.
I I carry about I'd say about 100 different herbs, resins in the
Yeah.
shop.
Yep. Yep. And the different stones and crystals, and
Yeah.
um, you got so much stuff in that little shop. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I'll have more next week.
Yeah, I know. She's been trying to stock up for the conference, but she keeps selling more and more.
I know, right?
But she will have 3 tables full of stuff at the conference. I'll guarantee it.
Yeah.
And so I have to stop and see her. She got some. That's just a little bit of the stuff, and she. How can I put it? Not only this stuff is great and got great use, she can tell you everything it can do for you. But she got a good heart, and she got the good vibes coming off of her.
Thank you, Bill.
And the thing is that, you might go in some shops, people seem nice and all that, but you don't get the good vibes like we do with you. And that means a lot.
And that means a lot to me.
Because you could be anybody else, and I'll just come. I might buy 1 or 2 things, and Johnny goes, "You're fun to work with."
So is he.
We got to shut him up once in a while, though.
I know, right?
I hope he didn't hear the good stuff I say about it.
He likes me because I don't talk a lot.
He can do all the talking.
Right.
Hey, Griff, how you doing, buddy? No, when me and Johnny's doing a live together, we both like to talk.
Right.
Yeah, so that's fun. But no, Johnny's a great guy too. He really is.
He's my best friend.
And I'm so glad he helped that lady this morning. I really am, because she's a good woman. She really is.
He has an amazing gift.
Yes, he does. I'll give him that. Yes, he does. And that's why I messaged. I didn't even message. I tagged him on her post.
Okay.
He went right at it. That's one thing. He'll jump on that. And his group's called Journey of the Unknown. Cybele does. You're welcome, Johnny. You're welcome. And Cybele does witchy hours on Thursday nights there. Talk about it, Cybele.
Well, we talk about different aspects of being a witch in the past. We've talked about voodoo dolls. We talk about ritual instruments, the paranormal, some of the stuff I carry in the shop. We ask questions, and if someone gives me a topic, then we try to cover that. It's an awesome time. I have a lot of fun. Johnny's daughter, Missy Farner, helps me out with that. We do it together.
Missy's awesome.
Yeah, Missy's awesome.
A group too.
Oh, I love the group. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I come in whenever I can. Yeah. There's times that I want to get in there and I can't, and I get upset about it.
Right.
When things are going on. It is an awesome group. It's private.
Yes.
takes after Johnny. No, I think she takes after Debbie. Sorry, Johnny, I had to say it. Oh, jeez. But yeah, it's an awesome group. It's private, so you got to be permitted in. And well, the way I changed my group to private because of the trolls. And when they started getting on Jamie King, that's when I drew the line. I said, that's it. We're going private. And I was trying to hold off from doing it, but I'm glad I did now. We don't have the BS that all these other groups are having. And I'm glad Johnny went private with that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that keeps the BS down. And it really does. It makes a big difference. And you go in there and all you guys are in there to help each other and
Yes.
and help the ones that are asking questions. And Johnny lost a really good friend here a couple weeks back. And he wanted to hear stuff about Bigfoot. And I jumped in there to tell my story and share my experiences so he could hear it. I believe he died that day later or 2 days later. And he thanked Johnny for having me there. And that means something to me. It made him happy. And Johnny did it for him and his daughter and his wife. And because how much he was in the Bigfoot and that. And that says something about the character of Johnny too. Helping his friend out. So that's what makes me love Johnny that much more is because the way he does this.
Yep.
But anyhow, what else you need to tell us about?
Johnny and I work together. We are partners in clearing houses of negative energy or negative spirits. We don't bother the good spirits, but we do a pretty good job together. He's got my back and I've got his, and our energy together is unbelievable.
And that's what makes a good team.
Yeah.
It really does. That's the thing. You need that for good working things and to help people out. Let's see. I'm trying to do something. Yep. There we go. Get back to this. All right. I just did so. Johnny, sent you the link. Jump in here. We're going. This is a spur of moment thing.
Yeah.
I'm bringing him in too, if you'll come in. Check your messages, Johnny. Because we're going to talk about your teamwork. Made up my mind. I hope he can do it. Oh, Johnny, where are you? No, don't get me singing that.
No.
We'll scare everybody away. And let me tell you, I made a post last night about I was searching for you. I thought I found you, but I was wrong. Sleep, where did you go? Those steroids kept me up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm laying there trying to sleep. I just couldn't go to sleep. And it's like, wow. But when I did go to sleep, I slept hard. I don't think he can get in because he ain't here. Johnny. He ain't coming.
No.
Oh, well. If he pops in, then we'll go with it. Now,
Right.
did you guys go to New Jersey at one point to do a clearing?
Oh, yeah. For,
Here he comes.
okay.
Hello, Bill. Hi, Cybele.
Hey,
Hi,
Johnny.
big guy.
Yes,
How's
we were
everything
telling all
going?
those lies about you, buddy. Don't worry.
You people talk so good of me like I'm somebody important. I'm nobody. I'm just me.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you're a good man, Johnny. I'll give you
I'm-
that.
The way I look at it, Bill, is I'm here to help people. Some
Yes.
people don't understand that, and that's the way they're going to be. So you just got to walk past those people, but you got to try to help the people that need help. And there's some
Yes.
you'll never help.
And
You know-
I want to thank you again for this morning. I really appreciate it. I know she did too. And
Well-
you jumped right on it right away too. And
When I saw it, I sent her a message,
Yeah.
and I talked to her for a little bit, and I sent it to you. I said, "Yeah, I've been talking to her, and you said,
Yeah.
well, yeah." And you sent back what she sent to you, that she's talking highly of you and stuff like
Yeah.
that because we're willing to help.
Yes,
That's what we're here for.
exactly.
We're not here to. Everybody has it all wrong. They think that it's all about money and material
It's not.
things. It's not. If you can't help the next person, there's no reason being here.
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
And that's why I do my podcast, is so people can learn and share their experiences and help others learn too.
Well, that's what I do, Bill. People in my room wanted to learn some stuff about paranormal and cryptid, so I have people like you come on the show. I had Mud come on my show the one night.
She's awesome.
That's Tuesday nights. Sunday nights are psychic night.
Yeah.
Me and my daughter answer questions, and then Sundays, I said to Cybele, I said, "Hey, you got your own show now. Do it."
Yeah.
And she
And-
was like, you got to remember, 2 months ago, she wouldn't even let you
I
take the
know. I know. She was.
And she's very comfortable
She
on
would not get
screen
on
now.
the air. She would not get on the air.
Yes, I love it because she does now.
Yeah.
And because she has so much knowledge to give. It might not be something that a lot of people want to know, but there are a lot of people that do want to know what she does. Just
Yeah.
like you, Bill. There's a lot of people want to know what you do besides eat hot dogs and go live 10 times a day. But
No. Just because I go to the hot dog shop doesn't mean I'm eating hot dogs. I'm going down there for coffee in the morning.
boy, they was all worried about this show today because in our group because they were like, he needs the rest, and they told you, didn't they?
They did. But you know what? Like I told Cybele after the show, I'm going to, go downstairs and lay down and watch TV. I'm going to rest.
Good. Everybody
Yeah.
needs the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
can
can only lay around for so long. They're lucky to get me to lay down.
Well, I always
Right.
tell people they haven't made a rocking chair to fit my ass yet.
Exactly.
Okay. And the reason why I say that is because when I was growing up, all those guys at the mines, the mills, the railroads, they hit 65, retired. The ones that said, I'm done now, I don't have to work again, within a year they were dead because they didn't do anything.
Yep.
So if you don't keep busy, that's where you're going to end up at.
Well,
Right.
I really feel that.
I'm
You
not doing nothing crazy or going out on hikes and
No,
stuff
you don't
like
have
that
to.
For 6 weeks till
No,
after my conference. I got to be well, and I got to get well by my conference.
Yes.
Because I'm going to have a busy summer. I really am. And I wasn't going to do it, but I made it busy, especially August.
Yeah, well, I'll be there unless something would come up, that I couldn't
Right.
be there.
Right.
Because I plan on going to Cybele's like last year on Friday, spend the day and evening with her. Sunday, go to your conference, and then or Saturday, go to your conference, and Sunday, I actually have people from the room that want to meet that I've never met. I don't know them. I met like Kayla. Her and Frank want to get together, and I said, well, we'll meet somewhere in a park or whatever, have a cup of coffee Sunday morning, then I'll head home.
Yeah.
You meet so many good people online, but you meet a lot of idiots too. But that's why I keep my room private, because I would rather be able to help 10 people than have 400 sitting there not doing anything and they could care less.
Right.
Right.
It sounds terrible saying that. And I don't turn people down. I will try to help them. If I can't help them, I'll send them to whoever they need to go to.
Same here. And that's why I messaged or tagged you on that this morning. And I kind of knew what the situation was. I could help her, but it's like I got enough stuff going on here with me.
That's all we can do.
So I'd rather have somebody. So I'd rather get someone that's able to concentrate enough to help her. And
I think I shocked her whenever I said, because she didn't know I did readings, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he froze up.
Uh-oh.
And she said, what are you talking about? I said, somebody's having trouble with blood pressure. She said, that would be me. She said, how did you know that? I said, well, I do readings, And, I mean, how do you say it? That's just who I am. I pick up things, and that's how I'm able to help people,
Yep. Tony,
and
I will be laying down after the show. 1 hour ain't killing me, Tony. Tony LeRae giving me shit.
Yeah. I do got a pretty rough group, but I have to deal with it, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. Your daughter, Cybele, they keep you in line.
I'll tell you what. I have a good time doing my room. Sometimes it's frustrating, but you just keep going, and it gets better. It will get better for all of us,
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, wait
I'm
a
gonna
minute.
get off here.
Wait a minute. Thomas Fetterman just jumped on. Tom, give your daughter a hug for us for her birthday. Tom Fetterman's he was at our camp out, and the first one I put on, and this young man found a print, and he didn't know exactly what it was. So I sent Tom down to help him because Tom's an experienced researcher from North Central PA, and he went down. And he says, "I think it's a handprint. I'm not sure," but he casted it. Next day, the kid went back down, got it, brought it up. He's cleaning it. I'm looking. It was a handprint. And this kid did not believe in Bigfoot. He's only there with his in-laws because he loves camping and fishing. And he now the kid's a total believer.
Well, I don't try to make people believe, because there's going to be people that don't believe. I know what I've experienced. I've talked at a conference. I've talked to you about it, Bill.
Yep.
When we were down at Beaver Creek this summer, we had some crazy experiences that went on down there over the camp out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
And the one kid listened to me. I told him there was a portal up there, and he went up there and he found a portal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And meanwhile,
me, you, and him talked about it.
Yes.
Beaver Creek.
And then I talked to the one lady that was there that lives 10 minutes from there. And she says that's why her and her husband, she's a psychic too, her and her husband go walking up there in there. And she said, I know there's a portal there because I don't know exactly where, because me and my husband were walking. And she said, here comes a horse that was painted up with a native on it, painted in war paint, that almost ran them over. It was so close they could smell it. And as they turned around and looked, it disappeared right in front of them.
Yeah.
You know, and she was telling me that right after I got done eating the pancake breakfast. That's a very active area down there.
It is. It is. And
I was very fortunate that I was asked to speak there, and plus, I was with a good bunch of people. I mean, that's what this is all about: being around good people.
Jack,
Yeah,
you couldn't
you
ask.
know, and people don't
Those
get it.
two are
You
some
know, there's no
hardcore researchers right there. Those two are very hardcore researchers.
well, we're not making money by doing this. We're just doing it because we love it.
That's right.
You know, it's the same as me and Cybele when we go to Clear House. You know, I hear these people online. Oh, I charge $500. I charge this and that. We don't. If it's feasible, we won't charge a penny.
Well,
We've never charged a penny because of one reason: we're doing it to help people. You know, we both have that in us that we have to help the other person.
That's
Or
right.
try to.
yeah.
You know,
I don't get when people try to charge for doing that.
yes.
To me, they're not really trying to.
Well, to me, it's no
clear it
different
or
than somebody.
find out.
It's no different than me trying to charge these people that are trying to charge for $1 to be in chat with them a month. I mean, I'm sorry. There's nobody that important in the world to me for me to pay to hear them talk like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You mean I could be charging $1?
Well, Bill, you're worth every bit of it. You're worth every bit of it. You know what I mean?
But no, I could never
it's
do
to the
that.
point where people have gotten so greedy they forgot about what we're here for.
Exactly.
You know,
They want the
and
fame and fortune.
I tell people in my room, we're here to learn what we can learn and pass it on to the young.
Exactly.
And that's the way I feel about things.
There's
Now,
two young
some
men
people-
over in England. One's 14 and one's 16. They're cryptid researchers.
Yes.
And both of them. It's awesome. It's awesome. The one, Daniel.
Yes, I talked to him.
That kid is something. He's putting on a conference over there. I'm supposed to go. But I'm canceling that because I'm stretched thin as it is with the 5 speaking engagements. But traveling clean over to England and
Yes.
go out and research a little bit and speaking at the conference, that's too much.
Well, people don't understand that costs a lot of money even to go to regular conferences around home.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it might not sound like a lot. Oh, I got to spend $25 in gas and then get something to eat and everything. But when you're done at the end of the day, besides the time you're away from your family, that's $100, $150.
It's $3,000 for me to go over there.
Well, I'm saying around home.
No, for me to go over there, it's $3,000.
Yeah. And it's not that you don't want to do it. It's just that it's not feasible.
We'll get the money together, but my health-wise, I don't want to do it.
Well, you can't take a chance either.
No.
Believe me, me and Cybele in Virginia at the time dealt with somebody from England with health deal insurance, and it's I'll tell you what, it's a nightmare.
Yes.
You get over there, Bill, you never make it back except for in a box. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
as bad as our healthcare is, it's 15 times better than theirs.
Yes. And I ain't taking a chance. I'm going to be healthy if I go and make that trip. That's a trip in a lifetime for me. That's Rigby's English. And I'd love to be over there.
It'd be doing something that you love to talk about too.
Yes. But
you know,
it ain't going to happen this year. Me and Daniel talked about it, and my health's more important than that. So.
Yes, it is.
But
all right, I'm going to get off here, guys.
All right, buddy.
All right,
thanks
Johnny.
a lot for asking me up, Bill.
Yep.
Cybele, I'll talk at you later.
All right, man.
All righty, talk to you guys later on. Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
Yeah, Johnny's right. That's what we're doing. We're trying to
absolutely
share our knowledge, help people, and
Yep.
and that's the only way we're going to learn more and figure the cryptid and paranormal world out.
Exactly.
It just sucks that we got so many people that they don't know what the hell they're doing, and they just want to make money.
Exactly. And with what I do it the same thing. It's not about the money. Yes, the money helps. That's how I support my family. But I don't know how many times I've given stuff away if someone came into my shop and having a bad time or a spirit in their house and can't afford to go anywhere else. You know, I will give, not all the time, but if I feel it in my heart and they're being honest, then I do it.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely. I used to teach people to be a witch, and I just don't have the time and energy anymore. So that's why I do the witchy hour, because I can teach them that way.
Yep. And Gary, you're right. He goes, like I said, Bill, it's about the money with a lot of these. Yes,
It is. It is.
Unfortunately, it is. And it's sickening because, yeah, I sell some shirts and hats and coffee at the different conferences I go to, but that's to compensate for my gas and maybe my food. I pay for the table. Unless I'm speaking, I get the table free, but I still pay my own way. I'm going to be speaking up in Marionville, Forest County this summer. And to do that, they would pay me to be there, pay for a motel room, pay me travel, and per diem for food.
Nice.
No, and no.
Okay.
I'm not charging them a damn dime. They put most of that money back into the community.
Okay.
So no. And so I ain't charging. I got friends up there that got a place a couple miles out of Marionville. I'll be camping out there. I'll buy my own food, pay my own way up there, have my stuff there, sell it. Hi, Kelly. Kelly's in there, and here's what she said too. We have to go back to the time when everyone helped each other, be a real community.
Yes.
You're 110% right, Kelly. I agree, 110%. Hell yes. And Cybele's right. She does help people. Now, and she can pick up on the ones that are actually telling the truth.
Yeah.
So can I. Yeah, and I've done it too. I got a lot of faith in my judgment. Once in a while, it let me down, but I got a lot of faith in my judgment. My wife, she'll give the shirt off her back to anybody. Our last dollar, she'll give it to them. Okay. And that's fine with me. I'm not going to argue with her. She had a feeling to help them, help them. That was funny. We walked out of Country Fair, gas station, convenience store. Lady asked she can get some money so she can get a pack of cigarettes. Beth handed her last $10. What? Why didn't you just go buy the cigarette and keep the change? She says, maybe she can use the change to get something to eat. Okay.
Right.
That's fine. And I ain't bragging to say she got a big heart, but she got a big heart. And she cares about people. And she always has. So And you do too. You show a lot of compassion toward people, and and you're a witch, but not like those crazy ass TV show ones.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of the word for that. The stigma.
Right.
Yeah, and people don't hear witch. There's a stigma with it, and it's. I'm sorry, you're not the Wicked Witch of the West.
No, and I say this a lot. Why were people through history taught to be afraid of the witches? The witches didn't do anything wrong. They were mostly healers, midwives, things like that.
Yeah.
And instead of being afraid of the people who burned and hung them.
Yes. Exactly. And I hated that part of history. I really
Me
did.
too.
And I'm not into the witch scenes. I'm not.
Right.
But I don't condemn it either, because a lot of it's from the earth.
Right.
So I do know that, and I do respect that. And people got to understand. Yeah, you got your good and your bad and everything.
Yes, you do. You have to have balance.
Yep. And no matter what, you got good and bad in everything. I don't care if it's in the paranormal world, the cryptid world, the witchcraft world,
Right.
Even in the UFOs.
Yep.
You got the good guys and the bad guys out there. The greys, the grays, the reds. It's just crazy. Yeah. And like Gary said, a lot of it's about the money. A lot of these people are doing it for the money and the fame.
Right.
And Kelly put it perfectly. Go back to the time when everyone helped each other.
Yes.
I don't ever see that happening the way this world's coming up.
I know.
I ain't talking politics. It's just the way things are.
Right.
And it's just nuts. It's just nuts. And Johnny says, yes, it is about the money.
Yep.
And, people can say what they want about different religions and all that. I study just about every religion out there to learn from what's what. And I'm Protestant, and a lot of history from the Protestants were ripped out through the years. And same with the Catholics, same with the Muslims. Hindu, I didn't study that much. As time goes on, people destroy history.
Yes.
And we growing up, it's the Bible. What about the Book of Enoch? That was part of the Bible that was ripped out. And so, I'm just surprised it was saved. Because there's other books up from the Bible that's missing. And who knows? It might be down in the basement of the Vatican. I don't know. The history. And the history of Salem. And the persecutions of the witches. They never... There's a lot of that's missing too. Did you notice that?
Yep.
Yeah. I did some Google researching.
Hey, Bill. I got to get off here. I got to pick my husband up.
All right. Yep. It's 3:00. We've been at it for an hour. But
Yeah.
Thank you, hon.
Thank you.
And we will talk later.
Yes,
Give Chris a hug for me.
I will.
And you have a great evening.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye.
This has been an Agents of the Unexplained original podcast. Like us on Facebook, subscribe and view on YouTube, and please visit our store link in the bio. Thank you for listening, and remember that paranormal is the new